Assalamu alaikum. If you are a research student or a research professor and your advisor asks you to read this research paper and understand it, that what author has have proposed, or if you are a professor and this paper has been sent by any journal or publisher to you to evaluate it and give some comment to the research student. So from how you will start to evaluate it and how you will understand this research paper. So normally it's a difficult process, and we see that all the journal papers, they are too lengthy, and this paper is 24 pages. So how the student researcher will start to understand it. So for this purpose, uh, we have designed a guide, and this guide consists of 12 basic questions for which the answer should be find out from the research paper or thesis or research document which has been assigned to us to understand it. So these are the 12 questions. In the first question, we have to find summary of this research. What are the crux of this research? But this is not possible at the beginning, and once the rest of the questions are covered, then the summary can be prepared. The second and most important question to find out answer for that one is, what is the research problem and what is the research gap which the author have focus in this research. And then to find out the answer to this question, that is there any theoretical or practical framework behind the proposed study to support it or not, and what are the key contribution and novelty that the author have proposed in this study, and the information about the literature review that should also be find out from the research paper, that from where the researcher have started his their research, and what key points they have identified from the state of the art studies. And then in the methodology section, the student should have to find out answer which method has been used, whether this has been adopted or it's a novel technique method, and what is the design of this method and how this methodology works. And then information about the data, from where the data has been collected, how the experiment have been set up, and what were the evaluation metric and validity and reliability of the experiment, and is this research has been compared and evaluated with state of the art research paper or not, and if yes, then what are those finding of comparison, and then is this result which has been produced have been interpreted, explained, and discussed properly or not to make it understandable for the reader. And this information should also be identified from the research paper, that whether the author have taken some assumption while doing this study or not, and what were the limitations of this study, which could be the future research direction. And as this research has some significant and practical application in the community, or it's just a new addition to the repository of the publisher, and what are the final crux of this study. So once you find out solution to all these questions, then you can get a summary of this research paper and submit it to your supervisor. Or if you are a research professor and you are providing evaluation report to the researcher, you can summarize from answer of all these questions. So now the question is that uh, we know that this is a very difficult task, not only for the research student, but for the research professor as well, to understand someone research and then provide the critical review to the researcher to improve it. So can we take any help from AI tool or platform to make this process easier for us to critically review articles? So the answer to this question is yes. There are so many tools, and in our next video, we will demonstrate and practically show the application of such tool that can make this process easier, quicker, and faster for us. Thank you so much.